Last night I was in prayer, and after I finished praying, the Lord dropped in my spirit that there was something important about today, April 10th, 2024. The Lord often speaks to me in numbers and the Strong's Concordance and basically looking up the definition of numbers. And so that's something that I just sort of felt that He was like prompting to me. But anyways, I looked up what April 10th, 2024 signifies, and it actually is the second day of Nisan or Nisan. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it is also considered the day of 5784. Now, if you don't know what 5784 is, it is considered a jubilee. If it's the year of 5784, which was last year, it's considered a day of, well, today is considered a day of jubilee. And so this is also a Hebrew holiday, if you don't know. This is a time for personal liberty, restitution of property, and a return to a simpler way of life, a life of peace. The Lord was mentioning is that today is a day for unexpected miracles, a day for restoration, a day for restoration of your mind, of your peace, of your joy, of the necessities that you need for your everyday life. So if you don't know a little bit about second Nisan, it actually took place in Numbers 13. And Numbers 13 is actually recorded as 1312 BCE. And so when I looked up 1312 in the Strong's Concordance in Hebrew, it meant peace, keep silent, be still, hold peace, and keep quiet. And personally for me, for the past few days, the Lord has been speaking to me about Exodus 14:14, which talks about being still. And I'm just going to give you some quick things that based off of the study that He gave me. So in the KJV, it reads, "The Lord Himself shall fight for you, and you should only hold your peace." Peace means freedom from disturbance, tranquility, a state or period in which there is no war has ended, restfulness. In the NIV version, it reads, "The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still." To still means not moving or making a sound, deep silence, and calm. In the NLT version, it says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to stay calm." Calm means not showing or feeling nervousness, anger, or other strong emotions. Make someone tranquil and quiet. And in the Message version, it says, "God will fight the battle for you, and you need to keep your mouth shut." Okay, last one. 14:14. God told me to look up the Strong's Concordance of 14:14, and it actually means to be able, be powerful. I am powerful, have power, am able, am mighty, overwhelming, unstoppable power. So, going back to today's message for second Nisan, I don't know what you're expecting God to do or what you've been waiting for God to do in your life. But if you haven't given up on what God has promised you, I want to say that there is a portal open today. God is doing something special today where it doesn't require any of your efforts. This is just based off of His goodness and because He has seen the war up against you. Remember that anytime you go through hardship, it means that something good is on its way. For instance, something that the Lord was telling me yesterday while I was driving is that I experienced a lot of hardship in my housing situation for 5 years. I was literally sleeping on couches and just like not having a stable home to live for 5 years. And basically like this year was the day of my restoration. I live in a really nice apartment complex that I'm super grateful to live in near the water, and it's just like God delivered me from not only those past cycles but also just being able to restore me. So I want you to take a look at the areas in your life where you have been fighting the most. Has it been in your finances, your housing, your transportation, your relationships? Think of it as that, like the attack there is so hard because God is going to restore, because God is going to make it amazing once it comes. Romans 8:18 says, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." And I believe that God is ready to give you that glory today. And today is the beginning of that restoration and that glory upon your life.